What are you going to focus on? Just get real with yourself for a minute. Do you tend to focus on what you have or what you're missing? Use ChatGPT to answer these questions, like literally push the talk button and answer these questions, and I promise you your life's gonna improve. Have you been focusing on what you can control or what you can't control? If you're always focusing on what you can't control, then you're always gonna feel like you're not in control, right? Have you been focusing on the past, present, or future? And I can tell you, if you're just focusing on the past, that only leads to depression. Because a huge thing that I learned from this guy, Tony Robbins, is literally we're just what we focus on. Like if you focus on the good things in life, you're only gonna see the good things. If you focus on the bad things or the negative things in life, all you're gonna see are the negative things, right? Like let's just say I'm at a restaurant, right? And someone is just talking to me about, I don't know, some random football night or whatever, just making small conversations. Anything that they do, I'll see negatively. Like if they don't have their shirt tucked in right, or maybe they spit, like some spit came out of their mouth or something, right? You just focus on the thing that they're doing negative. But if you're focusing on positive things all the time, you may meet someone that may be your best friend, or I don't know, you may meet someone that can change your life. Like it's so many good things that can come out of just focusing on the positive things. You have to change your approach. Instead of setting another New Year's resolution and making more rules in your life, you have to change the ruler. You are the ruler in your life. You're the king, you're the Genghis Khan, you are the decision maker. So you have to just change, and then everything else will change around you. Go to ChatGPT and ask this question: how can I be the best version of myself, right? Then they're gonna ask you more questions about yourself, and then you should sit there and talk to ChatGPT for hours. I literally try to recite everything that happened in my life, because I know that as I age, right, like as the days go, I don't remember everything that happened, even when I was like, I don't know, 8 years old, 9 years old, the trips that I took, the people that I was around. So I think that by talking to AI, it almost like gives you a perspective about everything that you're gonna remember to see in the future. And it's good to even ask your family about you, like what do they remember of you? Literally start from 0 to however old you are, right? Because you can't get that stuff back, and that data can actually help AI shape to get to know you better and know what you're good at, know what you've always been bad at, and know how to help you go into the next stage of your life. You've got to turn off that inner critic. For so long, I didn't turn off my inner critic, and I like worked behind the camera. I'm gonna show you guys my first camera. This is my first camera right here. It's like falling apart, but gosh, let me see if you can get it in focus. There we go. I used to shoot people like Eric Thomas, the motivational speaker, on this. I shot Gary Vaynerchuk, Bob Proctor, Les Brown, so many other guys in the motivational space. I was that videographer guy, right? And for so long, I had this like critic of every time I uploaded a YouTube video, I didn't think I was worthy. I knew that the guys that I was shooting with were worthy, and I thought that they were like amazing, or they had something I just didn't have, right? But I think it was literally just the inner critic talking. I was focused on the numbers. I will upload a video and then maybe 10 people might see it, right? But then I changed my mindset. And even on Instagram, if you look at the numbers on Instagram that I do, it's crazy. I've got multiple accounts. They've got millions of followers. And then my personal account has hundreds of thousands of followers. And people even recognize me when I go on the street, which is crazy sometimes. It still blows my mind. But I think the difference is I stopped to focus on the numbers. I feel like the people that are finally just starting off, right? Like they're just focused on the numbers, like, oh, how many views can I get and stuff like that, and judging themselves based off the numbers that they're seeing on the screen, right? But you don't have to focus on the numbers. Just focus on the amount of uploads that you have. Like just get to 1,000 uploads. Don't even worry about the quality. Just put out 1,000, and then maybe you can just go revisit that and be like, damn, I'm getting really good at this. Because after number, I don't know, 36 or number 235, you figured out a new flow on how to make it look better, because you got inspired and you see how to do this faster, because you know you have to put those 1,000 videos out. So you just figure out how to do it in a more efficient way. And a tool that helps me move faster when it comes to YouTube is one that's called Taja AI. It's an easy tool to use because it's connected to your YouTube, and then it basically helps me with my titles, my thumbnails, my hashtags, even like literally I guess you could say description, or just all the metadata in between it. And then it can almost give me feedback on the videos. So instead of me like not pushing upload because I'm critical about my videos, it's like, nah, this thing's helping me just pump these boys out. And then you guys will be the judge if you like it or not. But I really don't care, because this is almost like my personal diary. And I feel like somebody watching this is getting their life improved. So that's all that I care about, just that one life that I can impact. Start faster. The cool thing is the faster we start, the less you overthink, because you just don't have time to overthink. Like if you say, oh, I'm gonna record this video, and you just go up to record it before you even think about like what you're gonna record, and at first you might be like but then you end up doing it, right? Because every time you just make a habit out of doing something, you get better and better each time. The mindset shift. Every change starts with the will. And I picked this up from my buddy Stephen Bartlett. I was just at his house and he was killing me when it came to playing paddle. He's got this paddle court at his house. But the crazy thing is his mindset is unstoppable. And I was asking him like, bro, how do you win every single time? It's not that he's like, I don't know, that much more athletic or he trains all the time at paddle. He's literally doing so many other things. But what he really taught me is he said that losing is a choice. Like you choose to lose or you choose to win. And he just always chooses to win. And when he said that, it really hit me, because I think that in a lot of times, let's just say you want to get better at something. There's a formula to getting better at that thing. And you always have this decision, maybe when you are in the middle of a game and you're like, damn, this person might win. But when you decide to win, you win in the tunnel. You win before the game even gets started. And I think that's the point. Winning always follows a formula. I know that some things are nearly impossible. Like, for example, if I wanted to go to the NBA right now at 30 years old, I probably couldn't make it. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Like maybe I can go try to enroll into a college and play really good and like, nah, bro, I'm not getting an NBA. You get what I'm saying? But the game of paddle, right? I can practice and really get the confidence that I can actually win the game, and I will win the game. Or if it comes to uploading these YouTube videos, all I have to do is just sit there, record, and then there we go. And that leads me into my next thing. Daily habits that guarantee results. Follow the RWR flow. That's exactly what I've been doing. Read, write, record. Read something that has to do with your interest, and then just record your insights. So as I read, literally like I was reading a book today that inspired me, and then I just started to write my own little version. Actually, it was like 3 different books, so I can't just say one book. But after that, like I came up with this video that I'm reciting right now. And you don't need to write out like a full script either. You just have like touching points or certain things you want to talk about, and then the words just flow out of you. If you just don't have the time to read physical books, you can use an app like Headway. It's an AI tool that summarizes books in the best like bite-sized form. So it goes and looks at every chapter of the book, and then it gives you the best parts out of each chapter of the book so that you can just understand it quicker. Work out daily. You see, I'm in this accountability group with these other entrepreneurs, right? So every day we got to work out for at least 20 minutes. Our heart rate has to be over 115, and then like it's a whole bunch of other requirements, right? And it's kind of difficult when you try to work out every single day, right? Especially when you got other people holding you accountable. Your body is super sore. Like my body is in this constant state of like super duper soreness right now. But you know what it does? It builds my confidence. Like I feel so good in my own skin right now. I feel like I can conquer the world. I feel strong. I feel like I can record every single day. I feel like I can be the best dad ever. I feel like I can do literally everything that I want to do because I've got that confidence of just going to the gym. It almost confirms to yourself that you are the shit. You know what I mean? Because you are the shit. Like who else can do that? And the AI that I'm using to make my life easier when it comes to going to the gym every day is the Whoop band that I'm wearing right here, and also an Apple Watch. But you can just use one of the other. Like I use a Whoop because it does my sleep, and I don't like to wear this when I go to sleep. So I take off my Apple Watch, but then my Whoop tracks my sleep. But then my Apple Watch pretty much tracks all my workouts. My Whoop tracks my workouts too, but it's just overkill. You can choose one of them. They both do the job immaculately. Focus on quality. And I'm not just talking about the cameras and stuff like that. I'm talking about even the clothes that you're wearing, right? You want to wear clothes that make you feel good, because it's almost like back in the day when they used to wear suits like every single day, or people still wear suits every day. It's like the armor for people, right? But I think that for me, when you have clothes that feel good and you spent more money on it, you treat it better, and then you have less of those good things, but they're all quality. So every time you walk out of the house, you feel like the man or the woman. And also, since we're on the topic of quality, you should use maybe Arc browser instead of using Google Chrome, because it honestly just feels more quality of a web browser, and it just does things in a very pretty way. It has AI integrated all throughout it. So as you're doing anything inside of Arc, it's using AI, which is pretty dope. It's like a web browser, but it's also an area where you can like have sketches. It's also an area where you can like save everything, almost like a note taker. It does a lot of things. It makes your life easier, just trust me, and it's free. Life is a game, it's not a battle. To me, life is beautiful until it's not. Uncertainty is inevitable, but it is a gift. It is probably your greatest gift. A lot of people feel like uncertainty is that thing that ruins them, right? Uncertainty, like you may be trying to afford a house, or you may be trying to like get a car or do whatever, and you feel uncertain about your future. Maybe you lost your job or whatever, but guess what? That is your gift. Remember this, it opens the doors to valuable experiences. Without that uncertainty, you wouldn't find the next chapter of your life. There's always uncertainty. If you look at like, I don't know, I love Iron Man. And when we're watching a movie of Iron Man, maybe it might be some uncertainty of like how he's gonna get out of the desert when they, I don't know, blew him up in a tank or whatever. But then he ends up getting this like heart thing, and then he becomes Iron Man, but he was just Tony Stark before. But if he wasn't in Afghanistan or wherever he was in that movie when that happened to him in that uncertain moment and he didn't know what he was gonna do, he wouldn't have turned into Iron Man. So you can look at your life like that. You are not your thoughts. Bad moods and bad days will happen. Just run at things that scare you and see how you feel after. For example, like if it scares you to record videos, just run at it and see how you feel after. You'll be like, damn, that wasn't that difficult. Or it might have been difficult, but then the next day it gets easier. So yeah, just take my advice. But guys, thank you for watching this video. And if you watched it this far, please comment. Let me know if you liked the video. Should I keep putting these kind of videos out? Please like and subscribe, and you'll see more of me. See you in the next one.